Watch my video on people pleasers if you want to understand this video better. So guys, in that video you might have been taken on a emotional roller coaster. I'm sorry. I need to be emotionally dramatic to maintain your attention. Hi guys, and welcome to Self-Help Yourself, the #1 self-help channel dedicated to becoming the best version of yourself. So how do you stop caring about what others think of you? Is there a magic formula? Or is there a secret recipe? How do you do it? You want to try and create a mindset that stays in your head. But before you do that, there are a couple of prerequisites that you need. Prerequisite number one, build your own set of values. Ka-ching! And I don't mean monetary values. You see, nobody will be as invested in your life as you are. It might take some time to get there, but only you really know what's best for you. And that entails you being able to take decisions and make choices on your own. See what you hold important in your life and aim to be a better person at those things. Molding your values for the better also promotes self-growth and improvement of your existing value set. So sit down and figure out what matters to you. And slowly what others say and think of you will lose significance.
Prerequisite number 2.
Effectively manage your praise and criticism. How we see ourselves and the choices we make should be made regardless of them. Now that doesn't mean feedback isn't important, but try and pay attention to where it's coming from. Observe if it's really constructive or not, and what context it's being given in. It's also better to observe criticism over a longer stretch of time, rather than holding on to one single negative opinion, unless you're Justin Bieber. Take a hint, dude. You've grown up, and so have those women who listen to your music. And they've moved on from your crappy music, and now they're listening to Taylor Swift. What a world we live in. Ugh. So always be true to yourself and take responsibility for your actions. You're the only one who ends up with the final result anyway, not others. Remember, the vast majority of negative comments that someone else passes says a lot more about them than it does about you. So never be really afraid to put your reputation and pride on the line for something you really desire. The more famous and better you get at what you do, the more critics that you're going to amass. But they're totally outnumbered usually by the people who actually support you. And now that the foundation has been laid, let's start with the real skills. Step 1. Understand why you actually care. We've been socialized to follow a set of rules for our belongingness. From childhood, we're taught and expected to be a certain way. Dress a certain way. Buy certain products. And adhere to certain ideologies to be liked and accepted. Social media complicates this and takes it to a whole new level. How many likes we have, how many friends we have, it's there for everybody's eyes to see and take notice of. We lead two kinds of lives. One's real and the other's online. You have to constantly try and balance these two to make sure people like us. Dude, you never told me that you were not going to come to my birthday party. You should have at least called me or something. But dude, I left you a message on your Facebook wall. But dude, it was my 21st birthday. This is unacceptable. I mean, you're my best friend and I don't think I like you that much anymore. If this is the kind of attitude you're going to have, I don't think that we should be friends anymore. This is exactly why Facebook hasn't developed a dislike button yet. We have gotten ourselves into this constant loop, believing somehow that a certain set of actions is going to allow other people to accept us, only to find out that that really isn't the case. We really need to pull ourselves out of this social conditioning and unleash
our true potential.
Step 2. Control yourself. If I had to break it down for you, a thought is something that's there in your head, correct? And other people have thoughts in their head too, right? And you can never see thought bubbles floating above people's heads to understand what they're really thinking. So why do you assume you could somehow control or manipulate what others think of you? Control yourself. Get into the mindset that what others think of you is none of your concern. Stop trying to control how others might respond to you. you'll never accomplish it anyway. I mean, you probably have a better chance getting pornography off the internet. So embrace self-control and self-approval so that you know exactly how best to respond to others. It might take you some time to control your worry and manage your expectations, but you can do it with time.
Step 3.
Guide your energy. Gather it and use it in an effective manner. By that I don't mean use a spirit bomb to kill the most dangerous enemies of the universe. Constantly worrying about what others think of us, especially when it's critical in nature, forces us to develop a lot of negative energy within our body. What you want to try and do is take that negative energy and transfer it and make it something more positive. But how the hell do you even do that? What you need to do is take that negative energy and drive it towards something productive. Create a growth list, and in it include the things that you feel you need to overcome, particularly the things that make you feel uncomfortable. This is an excellent way to break the conditioning that only if you do X, Y or Z that people will like you and accept you. Now personally I could never do X, Y or Z, but it really explains why my math teacher never really liked me or accepted me either. But hopefully you get my point. Find out what you're passionate about. Be creative. Get into art, music, dancing, make something or play outside. You'd be surprised about how much better you feel about yourself, and you stop worrying about what other people think of you. Man, I should take up music more seriously. Step number 4. Love and accept yourself for exactly who you are. If you practice this, even if you knew that people talk, say, or think about you all the time in a negative manner, you can be sure that it has nothing to do with you and has 100% everything to do with them. If they say something that's not true about you, walk away. It's an ongoing process to build self-love and self-acceptance, but it's fantastic to help develop a healthy and happy relationship with yourself. And this really comes down to focusing on the things that you're good at and the things that you like to do. And make sure you do those things on a regular basis so that you can remind yourself of how much you love yourself.
Step 5.
Positive affirmation. Practice this for up to 4 or 5 minutes every single day. Say it with me now. I love myself and only the opinions of my loved ones matters to me. Once more. I love myself and only the opinion of my loved ones matters to me. Again. I love myself and only the opinion of my loved ones matters to me. One more time for the people at home. I love myself and only the opinion of my loved ones matters to me. And one more time for yourself. I love myself and only the opinion of my loved ones matters to me. Do this regularly and you'll be a lot more secure and confident about yourself, and you'll never have to worry about what others think about you ever again. Remember to stay with the process. It's going to take some time for you to stop feeling like you're being judged by others, but strive to be the best you and you'll get there. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and a comment down in the section below. Any questions you have for me, go down there as well. And share and subscribe. This is Vikram signing off, and I'll see you in the next session. Do you want to know how much I really care about what you guys think of me? I'm wearing shorts right now. Now there are 2 primary techniques for that: stroking and rubbing. Start feeling a lot better physically and mentally too. In fact, your body might even reject the unhealthy stuff.